Welcome to another Pub Sports Radio NHL Play of the Day for Sunday, August 23rd. It's the Eastern Conference semifinals getting underway tonight in Game 1 of a series involving two teams that really for the last few years, they've been perennial powerhouses in the Eastern Conference, but they've narrowly avoided and just barely missed playing each other in a best-of-7 playoff series in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're finally going to get to see these two teams go at it in a best-of-7 playoff series. I'm looking forward to it. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Boston Bruins, two of the stalwarts of the Eastern Conference. They have just been models of consistency during the regular season, although the Boston Bruins definitely have had a little bit more playoff success in recent years than the Tampa Bay Lightning. But this should be a great series. Game 1 tonight. Tampa Bay minus 115 favorites, total 5.5 in this game. And when you look at it from the Tampa Bay standpoint, they were questioned going into this year's playoffs. Is this team ready to mature? Is this team ready to take that next step? Are they ready to learn the lessons they learned from last year's bitter, borderline embarrassing, to be honest, 4-game sweep in the first round against the Columbus Blue Jackets for a team that was as talented as the Tampa Bay Lightning going into the playoffs last year, a historically good regular season. For them to come up that lame in the playoffs was definitely disappointing, to say the least, for this Lightning team. And now we're going to see if this team's got it in them to make a run. And so far, so good from this Tampa Bay Lightning team. We know that they've for years had some of a great amount of depth offensively up front, and they do once again this year with Kucherov and Braden Point, Alex Killorn, Andre Palat. It is a very, very talented group up front. There's no question, and not many teams can match them there. But their defensive ability has been questioned, their toughness and their physicality, and sometimes playing soft at playoff time. That's been a criticism of this Tampa Bay Lightning team. Well, they've gone a long way to try to dispel those critics with the way they've played in this year's playoffs. And Tyler Johnson said something during an interview in the Columbus series, which the Lightning won in the first round, beating Columbus. One of the things he said was, for years we've been wanting to win games 6-5 and just outshoot the other team, outscore the other team. Now, if we win games 3-1, 3-2, we're happy as long as we win the game. And I'm seeing that from the Lightning. I'm seeing progression with the mindset. If we got to play low-scoring hockey, we've got to just, be strong defensively and just build our offense off our defense. We're okay with that. And not only have they changed the way they've tried to make sure that it's okay for them to win those lower scoring games. And what I also like from Tampa Bay is their resilience, and when things get bad for them or things start to go south, we've seen a response from the Lightning. Look at the last game to close out Columbus in the last series in the first round. They were down 4-2 in the third period of that game. It certainly looks like we're going to go to a game 6. And sure enough, Tampa Bay, they don't quit on the game. They show resilience. They battle back. They get 2 goals in the third, tie the game at 4, force overtime. And then, of course, Braden Point scores his second overtime game-winning goal of the series to give the Lightning the clinching game in that series and advance to the second round. They wouldn't have done that last year. That Tampa Bay Lightning team was mentally weak. It was soft physically to play against. And now you're seeing guys like Blake Coleman, Pat Maroon, Barclay Goodrow, Yanni Gourde. They give this team a little bit of sandpaper edge. They push back. Now, they had no pushback last year in the playoffs. Now they push back when teams try to forecheck against them, try to come after them physically. The Lightning are a much tougher. We're finding that out even just after the Columbus series, because Columbus is tough and they're good defensively. And for the Lightning to win playing Columbus's style is impressive. They're definitely a tougher team to play against, and they're going to need to be here against the Boston Bruins because we know they've got a little bit of everything. They've got the best top line in the NHL, arguably, with Pastrnak, Bergeron, and Marchand, but the David Krejci line with Jake DeBrusk really came alive for Boston in beating the Carolina Hurricanes, which is big because sometimes they rely on the top line too much. Yaroslav Halak, I think, is the big question going into this series. Can he be as good as he was against Carolina? I thought he played well in that series, but Tampa Bay is going to throw a lot more at Yaroslav Halak in terms of forwards that can put the puck in the net, a lot more offensive depth. Is Yaro Halak up for the challenge? This should be a great series From a prop standpoint, I like the will this series go 7 games prop. I would cash a prop of this type of prop in the qualifying round in the Toronto Columbus series. Will the series go 5 games, I should say, in the Toronto Columbus series, because that was a best of 5. I like this prop a lot. It's plus 200. Will the Lightning and Bruins series go 7 games is plus 200. I like that quite a bit. As far as game 1 tonight is concerned, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay here, minus 115 to get the job done here in game 1. I like that they come in here off great momentum with the comeback win in overtime against Columbus. And we saw Dallas last night against Colorado. It was a short turnaround off the big resounding 7-3 win against Calgary. They rode that momentum into a big game 1 win last night against Colorado. I think Tampa Bay's got similar momentum on their side. And I think in terms of who's got more to prove here in just the first game of this series, I think it's Tampa. Boston's won cups. Boston's been to Stanley Cup finals and made big runs. Tampa Bay's trying to show they can do that. I think there's an onus on the Lightning's part of it to really show well for themselves here in the first game of the series and let the Bruins know this isn't going to be an easy series for them to win. I like Tampa Bay here. I'm going to side with the Lightning, minus 115 to take game 1 against the Boston Bruins. That's my Pub Sports Radio NHL play of the day for Sunday, August 23rd. I'm Ian Cameron. Thanks for watching as always, and a reminder to check out pubsportsradio.com every day for great content, and I will be back with you tomorrow on Monday for another Pub Sports Radio NHL play of the day.